Hey everybody, it's your casual keyboard guy back again with another tutorial. Um, Man, that was 5 tutorials in 5 days, guys. So made my promise. Hope you guys enjoyed all these lessons this week. Looking forward to putting content out like this every single week. Maybe not five, but like I said, I'm gonna do my maximum of three or minimum of three. And every week you can expect at least three new tutorials. So happy to help you guys on your piano journeys. And like I said, please follow me on Instagram. And if you want to, you could donate to the channel to help me, increase the value of my channel. So love you guys. And this last tutorial for the week is gonna be Never Can Say Goodbye by the Jackson 5. Instant classic. Jackson 5 in their heyday. This song is very easy, and I guess the most of this song, or like the what you put into it, is like really like I guess the bass line kind of gets a little funky, and I'm help you with that. But basically the chords are super simple. So we're gonna jump right into it. Okay, Never Can Say Goodbye, Jackson 5. Here we go. uh, Never can say goodbye. No, no, no. Never can say goodbye. Even though the pain and heartache seems to follow me wherever I go. And I try to fight this feeling, they always seem to show. They say turn away, and I always have to say no. Tell me why. Is it so? I wanna let you go. Never can say goodbye, girl. Never can say goodbye. Never can say goodbye, girl. Never can say goodbye. All right, guys. So, not too hard, right? I put a little funky bass in there, but I'm just messing around. But I'm gonna give you all that. So let's jump into these chords. Very, very simple. That little intro thing, you don't have to play this, but they kind of threw something in there, something like this. Then they go into the groove. So that's basically a G in your left hand, G major chord, G, B, D, and the melody is gonna be A, B, D. So you got that G major in your left, and then you just go on. And we hit that D, you just bring the chord down, and then they go into the chord. So they kind of stay. They kind of ride this E for a while. So basically, the first chord is gonna be like, and a lot of times when you're trying to play funky bass lines, it's basically really just using the 1 5 and then the one. It's like really octave E's, and then you're doing the fifth. So you got E, and then you got B as the 5, and then you got the E on top, the octave, and that's how you kind of play around with a bass like that. Like if you want to get funky with it, the simple way, something like something like that. And you can kind of add like the I guess the 7 too, to kind of go up to the E and then come back down. So like I'll show you something about that a little bit later, but basically I'm gonna teach you the chords first. So also I'm playing the chords. So basically I got E, B, E in my left, or you could just do the E, E, doesn't matter. But I like to add the fullness. So plus you're gonna be doing a bass line. So this is how you want to do it. If you want to do a basic. So the chord is really nice. You got a G, A, B, and D. And with that E, the E in the bass, it makes it the E minor 11. Okay? Real pretty. It looks like a big chord, but it's really simple. You're just pretty much doing this G, B, D, and then you add the bass. So that's the first chord. I can't say goodbye. good thing about that chord is you keep that same chord for the next chord, because the same as that chord, and you just put an A. So you're going from an E. Remember, I just did that. So remember with A, you could do the same thing. You got A, E, A. Same thing, A, E, A. And then you can that's because you can go from the G to the A and then back to the A. So you can so whatever bass note you on, you can do that same rhythm. So it's on the E. And then A. All right, so that's the second chord, and you just pretty much looping those two chords. Never can say goodbye. Never can say goodbye. Whew, that changes is beautiful. So you got a D major 9. Even though the pain down the follow. So you got D flat, D major 9. You got D, F sharp, A, C sharp, E. Okay. So D major 9. All right. F sharp, A, C sharp, E. Second chord is going to be a D9 sus4. So it's basically playing a C major chord over D, basically. So you got the C major chord, and all I did was put the G at the bottom too, like this. So you could play a C chord like this over G, over D, I mean, or you could, like I said, you could put the G at the bottom. I just like the fullness of that chord. You can actually add the D too if you want to, but basically I'm playing this type of chord. So, so you got. Insisting to follow me wherever I go, and I try to fight this feeling. They always see the show. Oh, same two chords. Turn around, you fool, and I say no. Tell me why. So this is a G major add 2. Tell me why. All right, and it's funny because this chord, guess what? It's the same chord you played it off at the beginning. Never can say goodbye. Remember that chord? So it's the same chord, but now we're playing it off of G. That's why I say this song is very simple, because you use a lot of the same chords, okay? So after you got you say turn around, you fool. Tell me why. You land on that G, on that tell me why part. Tell me why. Is it so? So you're gonna do like a quick movement from the G major to the D over F sharp. So it's gonna be F sharp, A, and D, with F sharp in the bass, and then you're gonna land back on this the E minor 11 chord that we already learned from the beginning, the first chord. But you land on that chord at that part. So tell me why is it so? So one more time. Tell me why is it so? Just a little slower. Tell me why is it so? So same chord, D over F sharp, back to the same chord. Okay. Is it so? Back to the. So you actually on the same. You stay on this chord. So is it so? First time he goes back to the verse. Never can say goodbye. Never can say. Now this part, I wanna let you go, and you're going right back to the D major chord. So when they do, I want to let you go. So tell me why is it so? I want to let you go. So guess what? Same chord. And now you're doing it over the A, and you already played this chord before. Never can say goodbye, right? So you play that same chord over the A to get to the D. That's what I'm saying. This song is so simple. So again, tell me why. And this is after the second verse. Is it so? I wanna let you know. And you already know this chord too, right? D major 9. All right. So I'm gonna do one more time. This is after the second verse. Tell me why. Is it so? I wanna let you go. I can't say goodbye, girl. Now this chord changes. So when he goes to the last tag or the last I guess the last part of the song, I never can say goodbye, girl. Goes to this D minor 9. So you're going from that D major, which you already know, D major 9. Never can say goodbye, girl. And then you're gonna go to a G major over D. Never can say goodbye. So you're going from a G major, G, B, D, and then you're gonna take your B down to B flat. Okay, so never can say goodbye, girl. I never can say goodbye. All right, and then you're gonna do a walk up. So let me show you that one more time. D major, I never can say goodbye, girl. Then you go to G over D, and then real quick to the G flat, the G minor. So G major, G minor, and then you hit this D, and everything is off of this D until you do the walk up. So never can say goodbye, girl. I never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. All right, let me show you that walk up. So the walk up is you hit this D, and then you keep the same D in your right hand, and you go up to F sharp on the bass, and then guess what? Same chord over G, and then same chord over A. With this chord, if you don't know this chord by now, man, I can't help you guys. We played this chord like 1,000 times. This G, because we played it over the E, we played it over the A. You know, now we're playing it over the G. All right, guys. So let me get that one more time. So never can say goodbye, girl. Where I'm at? G major, G minor, and then D, D, G over G, G over A. All right, one more time. Never can say goodbye, girl. Oh, I keep getting brain freeze over that part. Here we go. Never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. All right, one more time without messing up. Never can say goodbye, girl. Wow, why do I keep having the brain freeze on this part? It's pissing me off now. All right, one more time. I got it. Never can say goodbye, girl. Never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. One more time till I get it right. Never can say goodbye, girl. Never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. All right, so real slow, that part, that walk up. Now, something else you could do in this walk up is you could do like the line, no, 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 no. So you could do, never can say goodbye, girl. I never can say goodbye. So you could do the bass line with just doing, and then hit the last chord like that. So it's up to you which way you want to do it. You could do. All right. So like I said, with the bass line, it's basically just, you know, like I said, you're using octaves. So if you're on this E, so I'm just doing octave and then adding the 7 to the 1. And I'm doing the same thing on A. You do it any order you want. So you could do the E. You can do, like I said, you could do the I keep calling it the 7. It's it's the 7 right here. So you could go from the 7 to the 1, and you can actually go up to the 2 too. So watch. And you usually do that on minor chords. So this makes an E minor 11. So usually when you do that, 2 is usually when you're playing a minor chord. So when you're doing over this, you can kind of do it over this chord too, but usually over major chords, it don't sound as good, but it still works. Okay, so you're doing that. So like I said, you could do, make sure you got your octave, and then you can go up to the 2, or you can use the 7. So it's pretty much surrounding this. The home base is the A, and you could, like I said, play off of the 7, or you can play off of the 2. Okay, so and then another thing you could do is you could do chromatic. So meaning if I'm going to the A, right, I'm on E, right? All I did was boom, ba, boom, ba, boom. I'm just chromatic from G to the A flat, or to the G sharp to the A. So watch this. Never can say bye. I did it late because you gotta make sure it's in time. See that? Oh, you see that? See how I went from the D to this, to the E flat to the E? You could do chromatic to get to the note. So you could usually start it a couple half steps back. So and all I'm doing the boom, boom, boom. I'm just, having fun with the bass because I know where I want to go, and I'm just using that 151. All I did was go backwards. Remember I said if it's usually 2 before or 2 that way, so you can do 2 behind or 2 in front. Watch. Now we're going to the D. So walk up to the D. So you stand on this D. So hope that helped, guys. Hope that bass line makes it helpful. So like I said, whatever bass note you're playing, you could just kind of play off the 151. You could hit the 7. You could hit the 2. You could walk up to the note. You could walk backwards, or you know what I mean. So just have some fun with that. Like I said, hit me up on Instagram if you got questions about ways to enhance your playing. That's where you can talk to me at, guys. It's a little bit easier for me to communicate with you that way. So, don't leave me hanging. Come holler, come hang with me. Got your keyboard guy signing off. Till we meet again, people. Love y'all. Peace.